Well, to speak more on this development, Margaret Ogundana, former Deputy Director, Central Bank of Nigeria, joins me now. It's good to have you join me. Now, the CBN governor at the unveiling today said two striking things. One is that there will be heavy restriction on the volume of cash people can withdraw over the counter and that the new Naira notes cannot be counterfeited. Now, what do you make of this?
I think it's a very good development, the redesigning of the Naira. My own observation, which is what I can perceive by virtue of my experience in the banking industry for so many years, is the volume of money outside the banking system is bigger than the one within the banking system. And when you look at the invisible traders, those of them who still use cash, what they are using is usually the 100 Naira and the 50 Naira, and the 20 Naira, many of which are mutilated, and many of them many of which are not even available in the markets when you go and buy some things in the market. So there will be need, in my own personal opinion, for an extension of the dates. And like other people have said, we need to ensure that with an extension of that date, which is also within the purview and the authority of central bank, many people in the rural community will be able to bring out whatever they have and now change for the new Naira note. And when you look at it largely, the currencies being changed, being redesigned, they are not the 100 Naira nor the 50 Naira. So central bank did the right thing by changing the ones that are, should I say, bigger in terms of value of the currency. That's one point. The second point is that this is an election year. I think it's a good development that central bank decided to redesign the notes. I've been seeing a lot of videos and messages on the social media of people who had hoarded, who are now trying to find a way. Some of them hoarded it under the bedrock of their homes, some of them under the foundation of their houses. And now this is election year. And electioneering means people want to spend money. So that will cast a restriction, which I think is a good development on people just throwing money around anyhow, because such money will not be available.
Well, I have to cut you here to ask you another question. From all you said so far, are you confident that the redesign of the 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes will somehow help curb illicit flow of funds in the country?
I think so. Very strongly, I think so. More so when at the banks, there's a restriction on how much money one can withdraw at a time, irrespective of what you have in your accounts. There's a restriction and there's a guidance and there's a regulation that you can't withdraw beyond a particular amount, which I think is good. But he didn't say anything with respect to online transfer of funds. Whether that one will be regulated or changed from what we have, we don't know. But I think it's a good development, largely. The electioneering now will be better control in terms of people throwing money around. I think it's a good development. And it will help enhance the monetary policy with respect to, especially with fiscal stance and the money in the circulation, which is outside the banking system. The more outside the banking system is more than the one in the banking system. So that one would need to be looked into very closely so that people who waste their money stocked up in their belts, under their stomach or whatever. So I think it's a good development overall. I think I agree with central bank, and I think I want to commend their efforts for the redesigning of the notes.
All right, then. Margaret Ogundana, former Deputy Director, Central Bank of Nigeria, thank you very much for your time and your contribution.